Okay, hello guys. I am today going to make a delicious apple crisp pie. Not really a pie, it's called an apple crisp. And I'm going to show you the ingredients real fast that you need to make it. And here they are. You're going to need a cup of flour, a cup of oats, a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of pecans, chopped pecans, 8 teaspoons of butter. I'm sorry, 8 tablespoons of butter. Um, I use vanilla, about a teaspoon or so, and a teaspoon of powdered sugar, and I'm sorry, a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm also going to use cinnamon, nutmeg, which is right. Where is my cinnamon and nutmeg? Right here. And cinnamon and nutmeg. It's about a tablespoon of cinnamon and um, half a tablespoon of nutmeg, and I also use allspice, but I didn't have any. So, and then we have these two apple pie fillings that we're going to use, and of course, since I said it was bourbon apple crisp, I'm going to use some bourbon. So let me get started. It's real easy to make. Pretty much add all the ingredients together. The first thing you're going to do, we're going to lightly grease um, our pan, our dish. We're going to turn our oven to 350 for about 40 to 45 minutes. So lightly grease there. We are going to open up our cans of apples, a little apple pie filling. By the way, thank you guys for tuning in. I think you're really going to enjoy this recipe. It's so good. Um, it's really, really, really easy to make. Okay, I'm going to get my pie filling into the pan. Remember, this is a lightly greased pan. You're going to take two. Oh, crap. That's why you got to wash your cans, because I'm telling you, that falls in there, and then it's. You take two of these. And we're going to put them in here and spread them out. Come on, apple. Last apple. Come on. Okay. And get all those juices out of there. Some of them are kind of big, so I'm going to cut them. I don't like big old chunks of apples. So it's a matter of preference. I'm just going to kind of slice the really big ones in halves or quarters. Like so. Okay. Then we got another can. We do the same for that. This can looks like it's either not as fresh or it's got some cinnamon. Maybe it's older. Let me see. I just bought that. Here's the date. 25, and this is by eight. That really doesn't have a date. 25. That one's 25. Let's see if I can make sure that. and that one. So they were both 25, but I guess this has got to be older because it doesn't have any additional cinnamon. But it's still, I'm sure, good. Just not as fresh, I don't think, as the. Okay, we're gonna mix them around. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, at any rate, add about quarter cup of bourbon. This is a third cup, so we're going to add that. And you can add as much or as little as you like or not. It doesn't have to have it. I'm going to sprinkle my cinnamon and nutmeg around in there. Half of that, so and this is just going on the apples. I'm just going to mix them around. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla flash. And then I'm going to add something that you may or may not have heard of, but it's called, it's a little sweeter, but I use it all the time. Super drops. It's really sweet, so add, I mean, that was empty. Okay. So add it at your own peril. I mean, don't just add a lot, because it is super, I mean, that's about 3 or 4 drops. It's super sweet, so you don't want to get it overly sweet. But yeah, that's what I did to my apples. All right, so that's that. Okay. That's right there. We're going to toss that in the trash. This is how. I'm going to start making the crust. Alrighty. Okay, for the crust, we're going to take, as I said, a cup of flour, a cup of oats. I'm going to mix those together. I'm going to use my whisk. Whisk that down together. Now I'm going to take the rest of the cinnamon and nutmeg and mix that in there. Then I'm going to take this brown sugar. And I'm going to sprinkle that in there. You might have to get in with your hands, folks. Hands are clean, of course. We're going to then add our teaspoon of our teaspoon of, well, I moved it, so let's go back to teaspoon. our teaspoon of baking soda, and our teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, and then again we're going to mix. Like I said, you may want to get in with your hands to make sure it's all thoroughly mixed. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our nuts, a half a cup, sprinkle those in there. These are chopped nuts, chopped pecans. And the last thing we're going to do is take our butter. This is softened butter, a whole stick. We're going to need 8 tablespoons. And we're going to mix it around in there. I'm going to use my hands. That's how I get out my gloves, but just keep on stirring it around until it gets to like a dough-like consistency. You want it to be crumbly so that this is like your apple crisp crumbles. Some of that butter off of there that still remains in the balance. Okay. Alright, we're going to continue to stir until our crumbles are crumbly the way we want them. And then, all we need to do is after we get the butter moved around on the whole apple crisp, I'm going to take just a tad bit more of bourbon. And again, this is to your own liking. Get it just a little wetter. You didn't have to do this because that was crumbly enough, but and you really can't taste it. I mean, you know, you can. I mean, it doesn't look like this. You can't. It's not going to, unless you probably eat the whole pie, which nobody's going to do that. But I mean, you can't. I mean, it tastes. It really tastes good. You can't really taste it unless you just overdo it with bourbon, which is not. You know, like I've had a few cakes and it just had a whole bunch of rum, and some people like it that way and some people don't. Anyway, we're done. This is everything. You got your and our dash of salt. You can't forget that. And it really just needed they said a pinch, so we'll stir that some more so we can get that salt incorporated in these crumbs. And then we have our topping. Hands are, you know, I hate stuff on my hands like this, but it's kind of messy, but it's a really quick and easy recipe, and it's so good. Then you're going to take it, and you're simply just going to spread it onto your cake. I mean, to your apples. Spread it all around. Make sure you get it on all over the entire topping. You go around the edges. And this is the way it should look. Oh my goodness, it's so good, guys. Okay, we're gonna put it in the oven at 350. Let me wash off my hands. 350 for 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. You'll see it's bubbly and you'll see it's dark a little bit. It'll be ready at that point. And I'm telling you, you're looking for a delicious, and you take a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream and put that on top. Folks, you got a magnificent dessert. I'm having that with my hot roasted potatoes, carrots, celery, onions. And I'm also having a salad. We're having corn on the cob, and we're gonna have some Texas toast. So, and then we'll have this delicious apple crisp for dessert, bourbon apple crisp for dessert. And again, like I said, the bourbon's optional. So for non-drinkers, don't worry about it. You don't have to have it bourbon. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. Again, this is 350. I'll put it in there for 40 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer. Alrighty. And there you have it. Now I gotta clean up this mess. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that you enjoy this this mess. I hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be delicious, folks. Hit me in the comments. Let me know if you made it, and then let me know if you like it. But I already know. I don't even have to ask if you like it. It is something delicious. Thank you so much. Bye.